I've failed on the initial promise of reviewing this straight after a card show. So I got home last night from Chase Card Show, so Rugeley Card Show, hosted by the Card Keep, and I KO'd. Unfortunately, there isn't going to be a post-show review in the sense of right after the show. I've had to do running around today as well, so let's get into it. So Chase Card Show, how did I get on? So we've already gone through the system where it's basically confirming 3 different things. So we've got accessibility, we've got trades, and we've got buys. What can I say about this show? So first off, let's go over the location. So this show was held at a social club in Rugeley. Rugeley is a very small town in sort of the Cannock Chase area. Beautiful scenery, absolutely fantastic scenery. I love the Cannock Chase, amazing area. Yeah, so it's a local card show essentially for the area, probably the only card show that they have in that area within reason of distance. Parking was totally fine getting there. I was the last one there, as always the last one there. Getting into there was totally easy. So ramps, lifts, 2 different entrances and exits for vendors was absolutely perfect. All the information was relayed out ahead of time via the vendor chat. A very small amount of vendors, again, so very similar to EES. I think there was probably about 20 vendors max. It was another really good card show. Small card shows always do well. Around about 500 people turned up. So essentially 25 customers per vendor. So again, an insane amount of people. Table price, very low. It was a bit of an awkward one because they rented tables from the place. The table sizes, I can't remember what the table size were, but I think it's a 2 foot by 1 foot. So you ended up getting a 6 foot by 2 foot setup. And you could either change it into sort of like a U shape or an L shape or a thick sort of like square. But it worked out really weirdly well. I was able to utilize a little bit of Blossom Collectibles table because he really only does sealed. So shout out to Blossom Collectibles for that. Cheers, dude. You know, as always, you're a lifesaver. Works with me anyway. So yeah, cheers, Josh. Affordability, 5 stars. 5 shields. Versus what I paid for the table versus what I made, I think it ended up being like, what, 20 times the amount. So essentially it worked out being 5% of my cost, so it comes to 5 stars. But what he sold, he had walk-ins through the day as well. Well over 500 people in the end from what I could tell, and the waves, the way they came in, it was very well managed. It was also, the security that was on site was very good as well. Everybody walking around, doing like laps, making sure everyone's okay. So yeah, it was just a good card show overall. Even with the affordability being okay, especially as its local petrol was low as well, I did well and I didn't have all my stock out. So essentially, if it would have been a lower amount, I would have still reviewed it versus the stock I had. But I'd have probably been a bit more lenient on it to the fact that majority of my stock is basically sat in cases, in folders that I haven't put out properly, I haven't reorganized. So even due to an error on my part, the show was very successful. So it shows even with not all your stock, it was a very strong, good show. So kudos to the guys for everything that they pulled off and did. Trades, straight up 5 stars. I had slabs, I had singles, so majority of what sold and what was traded was Pokemon. I didn't sell as much One Piece as I expected to. It was a very heavy Pokemon show. Mainly, I think, down to the imagery used around the show as well. So it was a very heavy Pokemon image used show. There was Lorcana about. I did notice some Lorcana there. You know, I felt like there was probably about 2 or 3 vendors that had One Piece. It didn't feel that strong again. But yeah, it was very good for Pokemon. So very high in Pokemon. I seem to be the only person in the building that was dealing with Yu-Gi-Oh as well, and Korean cards apparently. That was also a good little point, and it's something that I'll be talking about in different videos along the way, and how to utilize that to your advantage. So stay a lookout for that. But as an overall, Thor, can we stop licking your foot on the camera? That would be superb. You look very dashing there. Okay. And he's just back to licking his foot. It doesn't listen to me. So the missus has got a new bed. I feel like I should show you. Look at these look at them. She's going to kill me that my boots are there, but look at them. They're so chilled. So the missus has created her own beautiful library area. And I'm just here temporarily till I get my studio set up. Look at him. Isn't he? He's such a handsome boy, isn't he? He's a handsome boy. What a dude. Yeah, so trades, really good, strong stabs. I ended up getting a stamped Team Rocket's Return Magby in a PSA 9, which I thought was awesome. Loads, and a trade just flew in. I would possibly say easy over £1,000 worth of trades. It was a good day, and even with not all my strongest stock, it was a very, very good day for me. Again, very heavy Pokemon, so yeah, five shields for that. Buy-ins, what can I say, 5 shields. I had a pre-organised plan, which I had bought a folder's worth, including Bubble Mew. There was also the 25th anniversary Rayquaza, I think, in Japanese. The decent one, the quite expensive one. Various alt arts, full arts, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there was a lot that went on across the day. The day was busy from start to finish. Sealed did well, singles did well. Josh, Christ, I think he smashed my target by double, probably triple. So yeah, he's very happy boy. Josh was very happy. So overall, it was a great show. Small shows have proven that they do work in certain areas. Pokemon is still the strongest TCG out there by far, which we knew anyway. But there was still an expectation that other people would have gone for more different TCGs as we'd have gone along. But it just proved that Pokemon was vastly superior this time round. And even with the run stock, it was a very strong show from start to finish for sales. So 5 out of 5, great show. The team at the Card Keep, wonderful stuff. And genuinely looking forward to jumping on the next one, which I think will be November. So again, vendors, look at it. It's a really, really good show, really well ran. And it's just another win for me. So another good weekend of sales. So I cannot complain at all. Thanks for watching. This one was very short, nice and easy to talk about. There wasn't really much to go into detail apart from the basics. If there's anything else you'd like me to talk about or I keep missing, please let me know. I know I wait till the end of the video for this, but you definitely need to just give me comments, give me feedback, anything you want to know. You know, this is a video for vendors so that they can understand what the show's like. So if there's anything extra that you need to know or want to know about, then yeah, just let me know and I can add it into the video. But for now, I'll see you on the next one. And the next one will be the Card Expo, which I'm very excited about. So it'll be the Card Expo in York. So I'll see you for the review on that one. Cheers.